Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm JJ and we are on my brand new island teacup. Yes, you can see a villager in the corner. Well, and you can see Kix. Let's see who's here. Stop it. Look at them. Deli and Snake. I am keeping Deli because he looks like an old man, so he is staying. Snake is going because he doesn't fit the theme, but Deli, he is staying. Brand new island, here we are. I am obviously doing the entrance, which is, there it is very far from the resident services. Not very far. There are islands where it's a bit further, but this is what we're working with today. And will I get this whole area done? I don't know. Who knows? But this is what we're going to do. New entrance. No, I was going to say new entrance, new island. The other way. New island, new entrance. So let's get on and do my new entrance for Teacup. Let's go. We're going for a different vibe with this island. I know I said I'm doing Grandmacore. I am still doing Grandmacore, but I'm going to give it more of a spring summer vibe. So that's what we're doing for this island. It is Grandmacore, but spring summer. More of a resort for them, but not, if that makes sense. Decoration wise, like trees and bushes and flowers, I'm gonna have the coconut trees and hardwood trees, and then my color scheme for flowers will be yellow, green and white. I'll be using obviously green mums because it's the only green flower in the game. Hopefully we have a few more variations of green flowers in the next game. Fingers crossed. And then I'm going to have yellow and white mums and yellow and white cosmos. So that gives off the spring summer vibe. But then item wise, I'm going for mainly whites and browns, not dark brown, but like a light brown. And then I may add some yellow and green items. It depends on what item I use and what is in my storage shed. I did go and get some items from a treasure island, and I picked up a mix of white, browns, greens and yellows. So that is the vibe for Teacup, and I'm actually really looking forward to this island. I do have some builds in mind associating with Grandmacore, obviously. I want to do like a knitting area, sewing area, yarn area, shop maybe. I will be using a lot of umbrellas on this island because I have fruit umbrellas, vegetable umbrellas, wool or yarn umbrellas. And then I'm going to be using some hats as well. They've got like cakes and pies and bits on. So it's not all going to be your normal items on this island. I will be using a few umbrellas in a few builds and a few hats because I thought I'd change it up a little bit instead of just using all items. I will use a lot of items because that's just me, but I wanted to change it up and add a few umbrellas. So I will be using the fruit and vegetable umbrellas for the fruit and veg shops, stalls, whatever I decide to do. But that is the vibe I'm going for on this island. More of a spring, summer resort, little vacation island home for my Grandmacore villagers. So it's still Grandmacore, just with a little spring summer twist. And I'm hoping I can pull it off. I don't know. I've never done a Grandmacore Island, so we're just going to take it build by build, like I always do, and see where we go. Just going to go with the flow, and I'm just going to do what I do best, really. Who knows, at the end of the island, or once the island is finished, it may not even look like a Grandmacore Island. It could just resemble spring and summer. Who knows? But it is Grandmacore. Just with a little twist and my own take on it. I will do terraforming on this island. So I will have inclines, because my last island, Shroomy, 5-star Swampcore Island, had no inclines. It was a flat island. But with terraforming just for cliffs, you couldn't get up on them cliffs, because I mainly did them cliffs just for my waterfalls. So I'm classing that as a flat island. This island teacup will not be flat. I will have inclines. Where? I don't know. We're just gonna, like I said, do it build by build and see how we get on with this Grandmacore vibe. The entrance that I'm doing, I did have it in mind for a while. It was just whether I could pull it off. I knew I wanted the gazebo in the middle for you to walk under, but the rest of it, I don't know. I wanted the water around it because I wanted to do the little bridges that I've done, or I'm doing the little bridges, but not a bridge. That was as far as it got with this build. I knew I wanted the gazebo. I knew I wanted to put the wooden partitions as like the bridge instead of using proper bridges. I will use the proper bridges on the island as well as inclines. Terraforming wise, we all know I love a bit of terraforming, so it may not be your intricate terraforming, but it may just be your standard waterfall terraforming in that sense. Who knows with me? I may change my mind like always, because we know I'm indecisive, but I'm really looking forward to this island. I've been looking forward to this island since I decided to do a Grandmacore. But please, leave your suggestions in the box below of villagers. I have 8 villagers so far that are decided. A couple of them are a bit questionable, but they fit the Grandmacore vibe. Questionable, I mean Elise. Yeah. She will be on the island because she fits the Grandmacore vibe. She looks like a grandma. So she's here. When she's not here yet, I need to get her. But I do have Velma, Billy, Dobie, and Barreled. I think it's just them. I don't know. Oh no, and I have Deli. So those 5, I have 5 villagers at the minute. Those 5 are staying. Deli, Billy, Dobie, Velma, and Barreled. They all suit the Grandmacore vibe. Elise will be coming because she fits the vibe as well. And I've also decided on Gonzo. That's 7. Who's my 8th? Nan is my 8th, just for her name, Nan. So I have Deli, Billy, Dobie, Velma, and Barreled on the island already. I will get Gonzo, Elise, and Nan. So that makes 8. I have space for another 2. Suggestions below, please. I do have a list of a few items. No, a few villagers. But I'm just indecisive. I was thinking Daisy, but I'm not too sure about Daisy. I don't know if she 100% fits the Grandmacore vibe. So Daisy is a maybe, but I do need 2 more villagers. So let me know your suggestions down below. 2 villagers. And that is all for today's build. I am at my green airport. It's not yellow this time because I always seem to have a yellow airport, but we've got a green one today on this island. But the entrance is done. I was a bit, I don't know, it doesn't really fit the Grandmacore vibe because it looks a bit more summer, spring vibe, but that's the vibe I'm going for. I'm going for a Grandmacore spring, summer vibe island, more of a resort or a retreat for the elderly. It will still stay as a Grandmacore. I'm not changing that. Hopefully it will be more of a Grandmacore vibe as we progress the island further. But the entrance, it's not so much Grandmacore, but I love it, and it's giving that vibe of resort, retreat for the elderly. Not necessarily the elderly as such, but yeah, this is the entrance. I'm just going to take you to it. And I love this entrance. I really do. Patty, as you may have seen in the video, she had a thought bubble. And she did ask to move out. So Patty is going. She may not be here next build because she is going. But this is my entrance for Teacup. Just go over this little bit of bridge. I did put a little seating area here with a few flamingos behind. And then under this gazebo is my resident service. Oh, look at Billy. He is working it. Work, Billy. I just have Rihanna's work in my head. No, I'm not going to sing it for you because the singing is atrocious. But Billy is working it. I'll leave the song in your head for you to sing. You can most probably sing it better than me. But this is the entrance, and I absolutely love this entrance. I really do. Yes, most of my villagers wanted to be with me today while doing this build, especially Deli and Snake. They were there. But this is Teacup's entrance. I will stand here by Patty and say goodbye to you all, as well as Patty because she is leaving. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Please comment, like and subscribe, and I will see you all back here for my next build. Bye guys.